Poopy, Poopy. Yo, welcome to our live. Today's Sunday, and we want to cook. We want to cook okra. William's favorite. Yeah. This is our chicken. Just need to put in a pot and boil. How are you doing? I hope your Sunday is going well. As for us, our Sunday is good. It's cool, but we have cold. We're a little bit sick. As you can hear, William's already coughing. William. You want to drink some water? Would you like to drink some water? Maybe I should make tea for you?
Yeah.
Tea for you? Yeah. Okay. Make tea for him instead of water. So that's too much. I have gist. Let me tell you what happened yesterday to me. Something really happened, and I don't know why this has to happen in Germany. I don't know why. Like for real. Yesterday I went out of the house without my keys. And in Germany, I never knew that in Germany, if you go out of your house without having your keys, you can't open the door from outside without the keys. I didn't know. So we're in a hurry to go and buy because it's Saturday and Sundays, everywhere is closed. No supermarkets. No supermarkets are open. So we're in a hurry to go and buy. It was already 7 p.m. And in the evenings in the supermarkets are always very crowded. And since I'm with a baby, it's always a little bit stressful for me. So we're in a hurry to go out and buy. I dressed up because it was snowing. It was -3 degrees yesterday. I dressed up, William. William was in a hurry too to go out. He was already standing at the door, hitting the door. He wanted to go out. So I hurried up, dressed up myself, dressed him up. I just took my bag, my phone. Luckily, I took my phone. We left. We went out. Okay. Then when I was about, because it's an apartment, I left from our apartment. Then I was about going out of the main building. Then I just said, okay, let me check my mailbox. Maybe I have some mails. Then I discovered I'm not with my keys. I was like, okay. It's like I'm about to stay out the whole of this Saturday. And what I did the last time was I took my keys because I had 2 pairs of keys. I took one and gave them to my neighbors downstairs. So I said, okay, no problem. Let me just check my neighbor. I went to my neighbor's door. I was ringing for over 2 hours. Nobody answered. I said, okay, let me just go to the supermarket and buy. So maybe by the time I'm back, they'll be around. Went to the supermarket, we came back around 9 p.m. and we were very hungry. Very, very hungry. I had to come and cook. This food I'm preparing now, we had to do it yesterday for dinner. We were very, very hungry. We came back. I stood there at their door, kept ringing, nobody answered. We sat there in the cold with William, and we have cold as well. We sat there in the cold. We're ringing. I just said, okay, let me call my boyfriend. I called him. I explained to him we are locked out of our apartment. There's no way for us to enter. So then I said, okay, what are we going to do? I said, I don't know. I'm confused. And we are very, very hungry. The only money I had on me was the money I had to go and do shopping for Saturday. Because Sundays, everywhere is closed. He said, okay, we should just hold on a bit, try to wait for the neighbors. We waited. It was around 9 p.m. Just imagine we left the house at 7 p.m. and at 9 p.m. we are still outside. And it was snowing at -3 degrees. He said, okay, he called his junior sister and asked if we could come over to her place because it was really cold outside. She said, okay, no problem. We went to her place. We sat there around 11 p.m. We made plans on going back home. Then her husband said, what if we come back home and discover the neighbors are not still around? What will we do? Where will we pass the night? He now suggests, okay, he'll drive us home. Yeah, he will bring us to our house. Then we check if the neighbors are not there. Then we go back to their own house to pass the night. Then we come back today morning. I accepted. It was really a great offer. That was so kind of them. Then when we came, he asked me, what if these neighbors are not... We checked, the neighbors were not there. We stood at the door. It was already past midnight. The neighbors were not there. He said, okay, we will hold on. We sat in the car. William was already sleeping. It was already past midnight. William was sleeping in the car. He said, there's no problem for him taking us to their house. But what if we come back today in the morning and the neighbors are not still there? What will we do? We'll stay under the cold. And I'm feeling sick. William too is sick. What's the puppy? And William too is sick. So he suggests we just call this company. There's a company that opens doors. That was his suggestion. I said, okay, no problem. They called the company, and you know, the companies, their prices ranges as time goes by. During the day, their prices are different, and during the night, they're more expensive. I was only thinking about the money. I was telling him, if we call these people now, it's already 1 a.m. If we call them, how much will it cost? We have to check online. You guess how much? 90 euros. 90 euros for a job that will take up to 2 minutes. And this is the second time this is happening to me. The second time. The first time I paid, was it 75 euros? It felt to me like I've wasted my money. Because the man just came, took something, and just put it on the door, and the door opened. I was like, okay. I just felt like I've lost it. So last night, they said 90 euros. I was like, so for a job that would take you up to 2 minutes to do, they're charging 90 euros. I was like, okay, no problem. We waited for around 25 minutes. The man came. He opened the first door because we were outside of the building. He asked me, because there are rules of opening the doors. You have to present yourself to prove that you're living in that apartment before they can open. He came and asked me, where are the keys to the main door? I said, I forgot everything in my apartment. So he opened the first door. We came in. He opened now the second door. I was like, oh God. At 1 a.m. It's generally we are outside. Why didn't they just do it like you can open your door from outside without a key? Guys, I don't know if this has happened to someone else. I don't know. Because I saw a post on TikTok. The person was saying you can use your credit card to open the door from outside. Immediately that came to my mind. When I discovered I wasn't with my kids. So I took, because I have 2 credit cards, my Visa card and my debit card. So I took my Visa card because I'm not using it often, because I was scared if it gets broken, what will I do? So the one I will use every day was my debit card. So I took my Visa card, tried to pluck it in a hole where I saw the person that did it the first time did it. So I tried to pluck it in a hole. It wasn't going. I stood there, try. It wasn't going. I just said, oh, let me just give up. The last night was so. I don't know I don't know the term to use. I don't know. Last night was not easy on me. Like, seriously. Last night, I can never forget it. I can never forget it. Tommy, thank you for joining. Hi. Kids and hi. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining my life. Happy Sunday. Yesterday, and what we planned to do was to wake up today, go to the neighbors, and the worst part was I didn't have their phone numbers. I didn't have the neighbors' phone numbers to call them and ask them where they were and explain my situation to them. That was the reason why we had to stay out this long. So what we planned to do was I wake up today, I go to them, and I take their phone numbers so that when next this happens, I can call them. I can be able to reach them on phone. Yeah, but I've gone there, they are not around. Maybe they travel. Oh, I just wish any of these days it doesn't happen again, because it's not something you plan to do. It's not something you plan to do. Like, I don't plan to lock up myself out of the apartment. It's not something like I'll be proud to do next time, because it's expensive. It's expensive. Let me open the window. It's expensive. I can never forget this day. Never. Really? Do you remember what happened yesterday? Awile was so much in a hurry. He was already crying. He was already hitting on the door that we should enter. I was already like to carry him so that we could enter the house. But how can we enter when we don't have the keys? Germany? You have to find a way to explain to me why this is happening. Huh, really? He's excited. Yeah? Come. Want to say hello? Like to say hello? Want to sit down? We are cooking okra. I don't want to use a blender today. I'm using a mortar. I like to use a mortar because I want to remember like when I was back home. And this was okra I bought yesterday. These were the things I went to buy to come and cook that I forgot the kids. The okras are very fresh. See? Very fresh. We'll be eating with gari and kumkum. Do you know kumkum? Kumkum is dried cassava. And gari is fresh cassava that has been grated, dried, and fried. Where is it? This is the last one. This doesn't have palm oil. Because the yellow one always has palm oil. But this doesn't. Hi! Hi, Oli. Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing great. How are you doing? Where's the knife? The knife? Take your toy. Oh, Tommy said my lips are black. Are my lips black? No, they are not. They are not. If there's something I'm proud to have, it's pink lips. And I know it. They are not black. Tommy, how are you? hope you're fine. I hope you're doing great. And I have good news. I'll soon be done with my B1 language, German language course. So I'll now be speaking German like a professional. Like a born German, yeah. But I still have some time. Be careful, Willie. I am at the, this is February. In March, we'll be done with module 5. Yeah. Is it module 5 or module 5? It's okay, come. Come to mama. Come to mama. In February, I'll do my module 5. Then module 6 plus the politics. Then I'll write my final exams. Please wish me well. Wish me well, please. Then when I'm done with my final exams, and I'll do my B2 because I want to do vocational training. I want to do vocational training here in Germany, so I will need a B2. I don't want to do with a B1 because a lot of people do the B1. I just want to do with the B2 because I want to like talk German fluently, even though I'm speaking it now, but not really that good. So I want to be able to speak it, like really understand when I go to class. I really understand what the teacher is saying. Yeah. Stop. Good. You want to watch, Mama? Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Want to take tissue? Clean? Not to eat, it's to clean. It's to clean. They always have to put everything in their mouth. Always. And he also likes to eat okra. So this vocational training, it's Pflege. It's called in German Pflege. In English, it's nursing. Pflege, yeah. So I'm specializing in what do you want? No? Nothing? Should close the window? Is it cool for you? Okay. Is it okay now? Okay, good. You like to eat some mandarins? You like to eat some mandarins? You like to? Let me give some mandarins to William. In German, it's called Pflege, but in English, it's nursing. So I want to specialize. I don't want to do general nursing. So I just feel general nursing is not really interesting. I just want to specialize. I want to specialize in pediatric nursing. I almost forgot the name. Pediatric nursing. That's what I want to specialize in. That's what I want to specialize in. And the whole of this week, I didn't go to school because I was looking for a daycare for William, a kindergarten, a kita. It's called in German a kita for William. So by the time I'm done with my B1 exams, I can take him there to a kindergarten. So I have enough time for my B2 studies and some time too for myself. So that's how I plan to do it. Because right now, he's not going to the kindergarten. He's going to the daycare at my school. Because my school has a daycare. I always advise moms that want to do this German language. If you don't have a kita, like a kindergarten here for your child, you look for a school that has a daycare that you can go with your child. Because I go with William every day. I go with him every day. I keep him in the daycare. I keep him in the daycare. Then when I close from the daycare, I take him, we go back home. It's easy. But I don't have enough time. But because with the kindergarten, it has You can regulate the timing, because in the daycare he only have to be there when you're in class, when you have classes. But with the kindergarten, he can be there like for 3, 4, 5 hours. Or that some children, they stay in the daycare, in the kindergarten for 7 hours. But no, I don't want him to be there for 7 hours. So that's why for now he's not going to the kindergarten yet. Yes. But in summer, I plan for summer, he'll be a kindergarten boy. A kindergarten boy. Woo, a kindergarten boy. A kindergarten boy. Woo. You be a kindergarten boy? Yeah? Want to be a kindergarten boy by summer? Yeah. He accepts. He wants to be a kindergarten boy by summer. That's good, Poop. Eat your orange. Eat your orange. You don't like? He doesn't want. So it'll be easy. So life will be easier. Yeah, it will. I know. Do you have some questions? I don't have to be paying 40 euros or 50 euros every month. Woo! I won't be paying 40 to 50 euros every month because he's with me. Yes. Really? Would you like to stay back at home with Mama? Yes. Julia? He accepts. He wants to stay back at home with Mama. Stay here so I can see you. I want to be seeing you. Like to be seeing what Mama is doing? Mashed okra. I want to make some delicious okra for the Sunday. Because tomorrow we have an appointment at the daycare, at the kindergarten, at the kita. Because I'm looking for kitas that are just around my house. I don't want to go far. And this one is just like 5 to 7 minutes from my house. So they gave me an appointment to come tomorrow, so I can secure a place for William at the kindergarten. And I'm very excited because I was always hearing stories of it's very difficult to have a kita. It's always very difficult. But for me, it's different. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. A little bit of water. Come. It's noisy. Oh. Let me put my phone here. Good, it's better. I like to always cook okra because it doesn't take long. I don't like cooking meals, food that take me hours. Like my traditional meals always take like 3 to 4 hours. Minimum 3 to 4 hours before it gets ready. It always takes that long because of the quantity and the method of preparation, because you have to pound. It's cocoyams. They call it in French taro. You have to pound. You have to boil the cocoyams, and the cocoyams, for it to get ready, you have to boil like for just depend the quantity. Like if it's for a whole household, you have to boil like for 2 hours, like 2 hours 30 minutes before your cocoyams get ready. And when they are ready, you you start peeling them. You peel them and pound in a mortar, not this very small mortar, in a bigger mortar. You have to pound, 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 pound. A very long time. And when you pound, you can pound it like for another 2 to 3 hours before everything is ready. Then you now start making the soup. You have to eat it with yellow soup, actual yellow soup. And what makes it yellow is the palm oil. Palm oil. This is palm oil. You add some. This is limestone. Call it kanwa. It tastes really good though. It tastes really nice, but it takes really long. It takes really long. But for me, I was always making and blending the cocoyams in a mortar, in a blender. Sorry. Like today, I don't want to blend my okra. I just want to pound it. So I want to feel the African vibe. Yeah, I want to feel it like back in the days, because I really miss it. Like pounding cocoyams, pounding Irish potato and beans. Like I have the video, I'll upload the video. Irish potato and beans. It tastes really good. It doesn't take long to cook. You just boil your Irish potatoes. Once it's ready, you add your beans, add Maggi and salt. When you add Maggi and salt, I always use palm oil because palm oil gives that yellow color. You now add palm oil and you pound together. Pound, pound, pound. You can use a mortar, a pistol like this, or something like a spoon that can really pound it for it to be smooth. It tastes really good. If you've never tried it, you have to try it. It's one of my traditional meals. It tastes really good. Let me add my okra to the pot. See? My chicken is ready, so I'm adding. I'm just adding the okra into the chicken. Just add the okra into the chicken. That's why I say it's really easy to cook. So and you don't cover the pot. If you cover the pot, the okra will not be slimy. And I like it when it's slimy because it'll be easier for William to eat. I like it when it's really slimy. There are a lot of African traditional meals, like from where I come from, Cameroon. Let me talk about Cameroon. A lot of Cameroonian traditional meals that I always like to cook. Always. Like, especially here in Germany. Like this Irish potato and beans. The beans here in Germany already has, it's already parboiled, pre-boiled, and it's in a can. So you just take it out and boil for around 10 minutes for it to get soft. Because I like it when it's soft. Because back in Cameroon, we have to take the raw beans and start boiling from scratch. That means everything we cook from scratch. But here, I don't even have the time to start cooking something from scratch. So it's better I just buy the beans from the store, the supermarket, and I buy the Irish potatoes. Was it really? I buy the Irish potatoes and cook. Because we cultivate, we do agriculture in the village, so that's why we do everything from scratch. Maize, beans, cocoyams, plantains, bananas. We cultivate all these things in the village. Pineapples, watermelon. Our place is really good with agriculture. And that's where I grew up, doing agriculture. And one thing I like about Cameroon is you will never get hungry. Most especially where I come from, my village, Pini, Zimbamenda. You'll never get hungry. Never, ever get hungry. Even though there are seasons like mulching seasons, molding seasons. Molding seasons are seasons where everything is already planted, the maize and the corn, the plantains, everything is planted. Then it grows to a particular length, then you have to put ground soil. You have to protect it with soil so that the wind will not carry it away, and you put fertilizers and manure for it to grow. And during this season, nothing is being harvested. What do you want with it? You want some of the rains? During these seasons, no harvesting is going on. So people always feel hungry. And one thing my grandmother taught me was, because I grew up with my grandmother, my mother is of late. One thing my grandmother taught me was, we always prepare for these seasons. And what she always does is we will harvest cassava. We'll harvest cassava, peel the cassava, cut them in smaller pieces, put them in water for 3 days. After 3 days, we take them out and dry them during the dry season. So during this period, we will now take out the cassava that we dried. We will take them to the machines where they have to grind them to powder, in powder form. That's why in the beginning of the video, I said we'll be making kumkum. I'll show you the flour. So when you grind this cassava, this already dry cassava, it gives you that cassava flour. When it gives you the cassava flour, you can now cook. It's very easy now to prepare. That's what we'll eat most of the time during these molding seasons. And you'll never feel hungry. And the corn that we kept and the beans, we'll now be cooking corn chaff. That's how we call it. Mixture of corn and beans. We call it corn chaff. So that's what we'll be eating the whole of that time until beans is ripe on the farm, because beans always gets ripe before the maize. The beans will get ripe, the Irish potatoes will get ready, so we have to start cultivating, harvesting the Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, even beans. So that time everybody's getting fat in the village. Enjoyment. Woo! We'll be eating. And it's a season of hard work, because you have to go to the farm very early, as 5 a.m. Yes, you wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. You don't even brush. They just wake you up, like you're still feeling sleepy, but you are going to the farm to go and harvest. And when we harvest and come back, we start preparing food. When you're done preparing food, you eat, you go again to the farm. Like you go to the farm 3 times in a day during harvesting season. I miss village, but that period was always emotional for us, because we don't like going to the farm. But it's for our own good. If you don't harvest the food, what will we eat? What will we eat? So it's always good to go to the farm and harvest. So it's now that I'm beginning to understand the reason why my grandmother was very hardworking. It's now I'm beginning to understand it. Because when you're still very young, when you're a child, you will not understand the importance of what your parents are doing to you. You will not even understand anything your parents are doing. Everything will just get you emotional, get you sad. But when you're now an adult, you start fending for yourself, you start hustling for yourself. You understand what your parents are going through. Let me check the pots. Yeah, Puppy? Yeah. Want to eat the mandarins? Yeah. So, what I always tell myself is, because in the beginning I wasn't living with my grandparents. I was living in the town, because my grandparents live in the village. In the beginning, I was living in the town with my uncle and aunts when my mother passed away. So I lived with them for 6 years. That was during my primary school, because primary school in Cameroon is always 6 years. So I lived with them for 6 years. I finished my primary school. Then I had to come back to the village. They sent me to the village to come and live with my grandparents, and from there I had to continue my secondary education. So that was where I learned how to do farming, learn how to work on a farm, learn how to do some type of domestic chores. I really learned a lot in the village. I really learned a lot, because in the beginning I was very sad. Then why would they send me to go and live in the village? Because we always have the mentality of people in the village are not really civilized, because we think we are from the towns, we are more civilized than the people in the village, but civilization is here. It's a mentality and the lifestyle. So I accepted my fate, and I quickly adapted to the changes. And I'm so proud of myself today. I can do so many things because my grandmother was really determined, and she was really bent in seeing me like work, learn how to do most of these things, and even speak my dialect, because I didn't know how to speak my dialect. And those are one of the things I'm really grateful to. And I wish William speaks the dialect too. Really, he's catching the oranges. This is the last portion of the okra. Let's add it to the chicken. Christ. Let me show you how it's looking. See? This is it. So the only thing we have to do is just add in Maggi and salt with just a little bit of pepper. See how it's looking? Yes. Let it get cooked. Put my on it. So speaking my dialect has really made me proud of myself, because not so many people can speak their dialect. So I'm lucky I can speak my dialect. I'm lucky. All thanks to my great grandmother and my grandparents. So, because I also lived with my great grandmother, I lived with her for 5 years before she passed on. So we're living in the same house. We're living in the same house. So, you want to come out? You like to eat some chicken? Or should I change your dress? Poopy, you've wet every single part of this dress with the orange. You like to come out? Yeah. So not everybody can speak their dialect. Not everybody. So I'm lucky. I'm happy I'm one of the lucky ones that can speak. And I'm speaking it to William too. So because speaking your dialect is very important. Very, very important. And it helps in so many ways. Come on. Yo. Okay. Yes. Yes, put the orange on his dress. Poopy. Let's eat some chicken? Yeah. Let me give you some chicken. Yeah? Yes. Some chicken. Some chicken. I don't know if it's cold already. Oh. Yeah. So thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. Sit down. You don't like? You don't like? You don't like to eat it? You don't like? He doesn't want to eat. Add some more water in the okra puppy. Add more water and Maggi. I wanted to go out today, but it's snowing. It's snowing outside. I wanted to go to the playground or go somewhere like Alexanderplatz. It's really good. But I'll go to all these places in summer. Okra tastes good. See, I don't know if you can see it, but it's good. I'm a great cook. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. It's good. Let me add one Maggi to it. I forgot to buy crayfish. My crayfish is finished. And crayfish really makes it smell and taste good. Smells and tastes good. Forgot to buy. Because I locked myself out of the apartment. It's not my fault. It was a mistake. So as soon as it's ready, we start eating. Let me put it on low heat. Yes, it's on low heat. It's on low heat. So what happened to me yesterday is one of the things in Germany I'll never forget. I'll never forget in a hurry. Never, ever. And the reason why William's aunt told me I could not take a train back home was because she gave me her reason. She said an African lady at 11 p.m. with a baby in a train on a Saturday. Because weekends are always people go out to drink, they go to club, and it's in the night. You always meet this crazy type of people who become, come on, dress up. So you always meet this type of crazy people, these bullies. They are always there, mostly especially in the night. So she was like, and since I don't speak German, it's not really advisable. I take a train. So that was the reason why she wanted to book a taxi for me. Before she booked already here before the husband came, and we cancelled and the husband drove us home. Because as long as you have this skin, they'll always bully you. They will always bully you. Always. For no reason. For no reason. I remember a day I left from the supermarket. Yes, I left from the supermarket. I was going to take a train back home. I was with William. He was in the stroller. I came to the elevator. You know the elevators, they always ride on the elevators. Elevators are made just for old people, people with strollers. It's boldly written there. But this man, immediately he saw me. I clicked on the button. The elevator came and stopped. It opened. I wanted to enter. He stood on the door and blocked the door that I shouldn't enter. I was like, then there was one African man standing outside at my back with a bicycle. The man asked him, what is it? The man asked him in German. He was talking to him. What's los? They were like quarreling already. He said, why don't you want her to enter? Why don't you want her to enter? The man is left from the door. I entered. He started yelling at me. But the funniest part, I was already told myself, as long as I don't understand what you're saying, get the hell off. The man was talking and yelling at me. The other people in the elevator, they just kept quiet. And one thing I've noticed about this country is, if someone is bullying you, nobody will say nothing. Everybody will just be quiet and looking at you. But if you're the one bullying them, immediately they'll stand up for their fellow person. Yes. Because this man was just yelling at me, yelling in my face. In my face. As he say, "What?" I was just concentrating on my child. Then when the elevator stops, when he stopped, the man had to go. He was in front of me. He had to go out first. The man started yelling at me to go out. Get out. Get out. I didn't still say a word. I just went out. Then I remember when I just newly came to Germany, I was pregnant. I was going to the clinic for my checkup for my pregnancy. The train came and stopped. I wanted to enter. I'm just giving all these scenarios just to say I'm strong now. Like, I don't feel bad anymore when someone like tried to bully me because I'm an African. I don't. Because in the beginning it was very hard and difficult for me. I was always crying. Someone will bully me, I will cry. But I asked myself, how long will I continue to cry? For how long? For how long will I continue to cry? I will live here forever. So will I be crying every day? Will I be crying all the time? Come, Poppy. Change, come. Will I be crying all the time? The train came and stopped because I don't know if it's the law or something. When the train stops, the people that are inside that has to come out, they come out first before the people outside now enter into the train. So, because I was new, I didn't know all these things. So the train stopped. I was standing at the side. Then the lady was coming out. She was coming out, then I was entering. She used her elbow to hit my stomach. A pregnant lady. My stomach was really long. I was pregnant. She hit me. I turned and looked at her. Maybe she would apologize or say something. Should you go to your life? She didn't say anything. She instead turned and looked at me and murmured and left. My eyes were already watery. I was like, who hit a pregnant lady? Who? Then that same, I don't know why, a lot of people bullied me when I was pregnant. I don't know why. Because maybe I was so weak and emotional. I left from the clinic one day and I was coming back home. Some two boys, they were on their bicycle. They looked at me and called me nigger. I turned and looked at them. They ran. I was like, okay, this is how it's going. Is this how this place is? I cried. That was the last day I told myself, no more crying. Because I'll always meet this set of people. I told myself, no matter what, I will never, ever, my entire life cry because of a bully. I will never cry. Because it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Just because they see you the way you are, they just try to treat you differently. And even at the daycare in my school, when I was keeping William, the ladies there were not really nice to me and my child. Because I could not communicate with them, I called my boyfriend, I explained to him, he came to the school and he spoke to the ladies. But nothing seemed to change. I went to the office, I reported at the office. When I spoke to the ladies the next day, the lady called me. I went to the office and started lying on me. Like, I looked at the lady and asked her why is she lying. Like, I poured out my heart to her because somebody had to translate. She was speaking German. I was understanding what she was saying, but I could not reply her in German. So what I was doing, the lady that was translating, I would talk to the lady and tell her what I've said. Like, I spoke since that day up to today. The lady started treating me nice and treating my son nice. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, they will always maltreat you. because I could no longer take it. I could no longer take it. I told myself, I have a child. I have to stand up for myself and my child. And that's what motherhood is. Stand up for your kids. Yes. I stood up. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah. I'm so proud of myself I did it because I could not just imagine myself, someone bullying my child, and I'll be there. I won't like defend my child. No, I don't take that. I can't. So I'm proud of myself as a mother. I was able to do it. And since that day, everything changed. Everything changed drastically. The ladies, they started being nice to me. She changed. She really, really changed. I wish other people could just have that good heart of treating other people rightly. Yes. It costs nothing to treat other people like yourself. It costs nothing. It costs nothing. So I just like when I'm being treated fair. Because I always like to treat people fair. Yeah. That is life. This is the life we are living. Other people will treat you as non-humans. Other people will cherish you. Yeah, there are people that will really cherish you. But there are people that they will not care. They will never even care. They will never, ever care. They will never, ever care. So, thank you guys for staying tuned into my life. I want to go out. I want to go and eat. My food is ready. I want to go and eat. I'm feeling hungry already. It's already 2:02. I want to go and eat. Puppy, do you want to eat now? He wants to play. He's playing. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for staying here with me. Thank you. I'll come live again some other day, okay? We'll continue our discussions. Bye bye. I love you. Bye.